Hey everyone, so I am Coach Chris, this is Gwenny, this is Theodore, and this is Mina. Now we're going to do a little session together. We've only got a few meters of space, but you don't need much space and you don't need any equipment. We're going to do a quick little bit of warm up, working on some balance, which helps your brain and your body work a little bit better. And then we're going to go into 6 exercises, 30 seconds on of working through that exercise, and then 30 seconds rest where we jog on the spot. And we're going to do those 6 exercises 3 times through. So all up, we're going to have 18 rounds. Now, if you need to stop, just stop and have a rest. If you get through 1 exercise, 1 round, or all 3 rounds, that's just as good as doing 1 exercise. Work as best you can. Let's have a little bit of fun. So let's jump in and get started. Here we go. So we're going to start off with a balance drill. So we're going to stand up nice and tall, and we're going to balance on one leg. Let's bring that leg out the front and try and balance without wobbling too much. If you wobble too much, you can hold on to mummy or daddy or your brother or sister or a chair or the wall and just hold it through there. So we're just holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's swap to our other leg. Bring up your other leg now out the front. Now what we want to do when we swap between sides is see if one side is better than the other. So if you can balance better on this side, spend a bit of extra time balancing on the side that's not so great. We're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now we're going to do that, but we're going to add in some figure 8s. So I'm going to bring my right foot out the front. And with my right foot, I'm going to try and paint a figure 8 in the air, keeping my leg as straight as possible. And with my feet in the air, I'm painting a figure 8. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's swap to the other side and see if we can do it any better or any worse on the other side. Bring that foot out the front and then paint a figure 8 with your foot, keeping your leg as straight as possible. Do you have a better figure 8 on this side? Is your balance better on this side? 2, 1. Okay, so I want you to jog in on the spot for me, and we're going to start to get our heart rate up so we can then get into our exercise all warmed up. We have 6 exercises. We're going to work for 30 seconds, and then in our rest, we're going to be doing this. We're going to jog up and down on the spot for 30 seconds. Okay, let me show you the exercises. First one is a star jump. So we're jumping jacks. So we're standing nice and tall, then we jump out, and then in. Go. Let me see you practice. Can you practice at home? And have a rest. Perfect star jumps. Then we're going to do a bear crawl. We come on low down to the ground, and we move our opposite hand and opposite foot, and we're keeping our knees off the ground. And I want you to imagine, go sideways for me. I want you to imagine you've got a cup of water on your tailbone, and don't spill a drop out of that cup of water. So I need you to keep your tailbone as still as possible. Perfect bear crawls. Now we have gorillas. So with gorillas, we get down low, we bring our hands in close, and then we're doing little hops, landing on our hands, little hops. You can go forward, you can go backwards, you can go in any direction you want. We then stand up, and we're going to do a lemur. Arms up, then we sink down into a nice big deep squat, and we're walking. You can move your arms, ooh, you can make some noises if you want, forwards and backwards doing your lemurs. Then we're going to go into a crab thruster. Hands facing away from the body, feet on the ground, then we drive our hips up, drop your bottom down to the ground. In this top position, make sure your ankles are underneath your knees and your shoulders are over the top of your wrist. Up and down. Then we're going to finish off. Now I wanted to do burpees. These crazy guys, I wanted to do push-ups. These crazy guys wanted to do burpees. So with our burpees, we stand up tall. We drop down to the ground. Then we stand up and do a little jump. 30 seconds of work. I'm going to press start now. We're going to get started in 15 seconds, okay? Work for 30 seconds, then have rest. We're going to do star jump. Spread out, hands in close. Ready? You jump up there, Gwenny. set, and star jumps. In and out. And nice and smooth. You don't have to go too fast. You can just do it as best you can. Now, if you need to stop and have a rest, stop and have a rest. Then get back into it when you can. But if you can, try and go for all 30 seconds without stopping. We have 10 seconds to go. Then we're gonna rest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now in our rest, walking around, just don't stand still. If you can jog on the spot for some active rest. So we're jogging on the spot, or you can just walk around and shake your legs and shake your arms. Don't hit anyone. Jogging on the spot, no sitting down. Gwenny, come back over here, and we're jogging up and down on the spot. And in 10 seconds, we're going to be doing bear crawls. Now, if you want to, you can growl like a bear. Just remember, don't spill a drop. So come on down, hands under shoulders, knees 1 centimeter, and we're crawling around. And we want to lift opposite hand and foot. So when your left hand moves, your right leg moves. And I want you to imagine you've got a cup of water on your tailbone. Don't spill a drop. All the way to the end of your space. Then come backwards, trying to keep your hips nice and low to the ground. And we have 5, almost there, 2, 1. Woo! Standing up, jogging on the spot. Now if you need a bit more rest, you can walk around. Big deep breaths. But if you can, jogging up and down, jogging on the spot for our active rest. Whew. Running is a really good way to get fit. And we're just running on the spot here. It's a really good way to recover. It's going to help our heart beat really strong and smoothly. Now we're into gorillas. Hands in close to bottom low, and we're doing a little hop. Take weight through those hands. Little hops go forward and then go backwards. You can go in big circles. You can watch out for all the other people moving all the way around. Keep going, little gorillas. Bottom's nice and low. Hands in close, getting those feet nice and wide. Don't bump anyone. Watch out, gorillas. And we've got 5. Are your legs working yet? 2, 1. Whew, wow, those legs are working. Jogging up and down on the spot, moving around. Big deep breaths. If you want to, you can just slow it down. Nice and smoothly. Big deep breaths through your chest. If you can, try and jog on the spot. And in 10 seconds, we're going to go into lemurs. Now this one is where we're walking, but we're going to bend our knees and drop our bottom and put our arms up above our head. So just wait, set, and go arms up, get in as low as you can, and try and get your feet facing straight ahead. Look at Theodore's feet, nice and straight. Look at Willow's feet, and then coming backwards, in and out, short little steps, arms up nice and straight, dropping your bottom as low as you can. Little steps, you can move your hands like a lemur as well if you want. Keep going and backwards. 2, 1. Ooh, jogging on the spot for our rest. Now the next exercise is our crabs, where we have our hands behind our body and we're dropping our bottom to the ground and then driving our bottom up into the air, okay? So we're going to start in 13 seconds. Are we ready, people? Then we've got burpees. You ready? We've got our crabs. And come on down to the ground. Ready, set, drive your hips up and down. Drive your hips up and down. And in that top position, just try and make sure that your knees are up above your ankles and your shoulders are up above your wrist. And we want our bottom to touch the ground and our hips to go up nice and high. So just check your ankles. Are they below your knees? Perfect. Check your wrists. Yeah, below my shoulders. Great work. 2, 1. Okay, up we get. Jogging on the spot. This is a big, tough set. This is 6 minutes of exercise straight. Then we'll have a little rest and we're going to do it twice more. 3 rounds of 6 minutes. 18 minutes all up. Okay. 13 seconds, and then we're going to get into our burpees. Who's ready for burpees? Theodore's favorite. Ready, set, And burpee time. Down, then jump up nice and tall. You can add in a little push-up down the bottom, or if you need to, just come down, step those legs back, step up, drive those arms up nice and tall. Down, step those legs back, and up. Keep going. Well done. All the way down and back. We've got 8 seconds. Whoa, burpees are hard. Up and down. 2 and 1, and have a rest. Well done. If you need to have a rest now, you can go sit down and sit the next set and the next round out. If you want to go have a little rest, you go have a little rest. And if you want to come back into it soon, you can. In about 15 seconds, we're going to start on doing it round number 2. But if you need to have a rest, go for a walk, have a drink of water. If you want to come back in, great. If not, fantastic work. We've got a drink over there. Ready? We're back to our star jumps. And go. Big, long arms, feet going nice and wide. Slap those thighs up nice and tall. Getting a big star jump position. 15 seconds. Almost there. Big, wow, starting to get hard to breathe. It's tough work. 3, 2, and 1. And now a rest. So we can take a big deep breath. We can shake out our arms. We can sit down for a second. We can have a drink of water. Come on back in. We've got 15 seconds. Then we're going to do some bear crawls, okay? You ready for your bear crawls? Come on back over. We're going to have a big fun family activity after this. There's a big reward for training together. We ready? Bear crawls, set, and hop down, and let's do some bears. Gwenny's coming back in. Do you want to hop on my back, Gwenny? You can hop on my back if you want. Come sit on. Quick, do your bear crawls. Oh, here we go. Short, sharp little steps, moving the opposite hand and opposite foot. Keeping your tailbone nice and steady, crawling forwards. And we've got 10 seconds. Can you hop on mummy or daddy's back safely? Here we go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then we're hopping up and we're resting on the spot. We're jogging up and down, or we're walking around and resting. Big deep breaths, nice big deep breathing. Just don't stand still, don't hunch over. Stand up nice and tall so we can get your lungs working, okay? Gorillas next. Ooh, ready? Come on down nice and deep. Hold on, Gwenny, nice and tight. Hands in close. Set and gorillas. And little hops, ooh, ooh, ooh. Forward and back. And we can go in big circles. We can move sideways. We can move backwards. Don't fall. Keep going. We've got 14 seconds. Are you going to do some gorillas now? No, you're going to stay on with Daddy Gorilla. Okay, we've got 7 seconds. Almost there. 4, 3, 2, and up and resting. Okay, jogging up and down. Whew. Now, shake out those legs. We don't have to jog hard in our rest period. We're just moving around because we don't want to stand still. And big, deep breathing. Okay, so just walking up and down the spot. We've got lemurs next. So Gwenny, can you be the arms up above my head? You stick your arms up straight, set, and we're dropping down into our lemurs. I've got a little lemur on my back here. I'm trying to keep my feet straight. I'm keeping my shoulders up nice and high. And I'm going forwards and backwards. 15 seconds to go. Keep going, team. Almost there. Forward and backwards. Little steps. Keep going, Theodore. 2, 1, and up and down. Jogging on the spot. Well done. This is a very tough set. Walking up and down. About the camera's way. Here we go. Come on back, and we're going to get ready for our crabs now. So when you come on down, you sit beside me. We're going to do some crabs now, team. So have your feet at the front, your bottom touches the ground, Then we drive up nice and high. Ready, set, and up and down. Up and down. Well done. Driving those hips up nice and high. Having the knees over your ankles. Pushing your bottom up, right up into the air. Then your bottom touches the ground very softly and then drives back up. If you need to have a rest on your arms, shake them out and then get back in when you can. Your arms okay? Up and down, almost there, and have a rest. Okay, so we've got a rest period now. Then we have our crazy burpees. Okay, they're going to be tough, it's going to be hard. Let's do it, team. So come on over. Gonna stand up nice and tall. You ready for your burpees? Ready for your burpees? Okay, so do as many as you can. That might be one or it might be a million, it doesn't matter. 5 seconds, we're going for 30 seconds of burpees. Ready, set, and go. Down, legs back, and you can stand up, put your arms up above your head. You can progress to putting that chest on the ground, then standing up and driving up. Work at whatever level you can do. Do the best you can. Go nice and smooth. You don't have to go too hard. Keep going, buddy. We've got 8 seconds to go of our burpees. Down and up. We're almost there. And have a rest. Okay. Now, team, that is 2 rounds. We've got 1 more big round to go. So if you want to do it, stay and do it. If you need a drink of water, go grab yourself a drink of water. And if you can do it, awesome. If you can't do it, awesome. If you've done a little bit today, just 1 30-second block, awesome. Just do the best you can. Get back in when you're ready. Back up to our star jumps. Nice and tall and star jumps. Fast, fast. Who can go the fastest? Go, 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 go. Who can go fast? He's going fast, 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 fast. Woo. Now, if you need to slow it down, slow it down. If you can, go nice and fast. Arms all the way. Oh my goodness, look how fast these stars are. They're going to explode. Go, go, go. 10 seconds. Wow. How fast are you going at home? 5, 4, 3. Now we don't want to stand over like this because we can't breathe and we're squishing our lungs. We want to stand up nice and tall and we want to come back over and we want to take some big deep breaths, and getting ready for our bear crawl. So you're going to hop back on. Okay, come on down to the ground. Our last round of bear crawls. Set and go. Short little steps. So when I move my left hand, I want to move my right leg. And I want to keep my knees nice and low to the ground. I want to make sure that I'm focusing on opposites. So, Mum or Dad, if your kids are crawling, I want you to check, are they moving the opposite hand and the opposite foot at the same time? Check your hands and feet going forwards and backwards, knees nice and low, and keeping your tailbone flat. Okay, cool. Up we come now. Big, high knees. Big, deep, slow breathing. Don't hold your breath. Blow it out softly. Breathe in softly. And try and breathe out through your nose. Okay, nice and slow. Now we've got gorillas. Hold on, Gwenny gorilla. And we're coming down. Little hops. Little hops. Moving in lots of different directions. You can spin around. You can spin around. Let's go, little gorillas. Keep going. Moving in your space. You can go sideways. You can go forwards. You can go backwards. Keep going. We've got 10 seconds of gorillas to go. Are your legs tired yet? Keep going. Good. I'm sure Mum and Dad are happy too. 2, 1. Woo. Stand up. Now, let's shake out those legs. Good gorillas. Shake out those legs. We're going to get ready now for our lemurs. Are you going to be my lemur arms again, Gwen? Put those arms all the way up. Squeeze your legs on so you don't fall off. And we're going in 10 seconds. You can have a rest. Big deep breath in. All right, we've only got 3 more lots of 30 seconds. So do the best you can. Set and short, sharp, little steps. Swing those arms side to side. Keep your feet facing straight ahead and backwards. Watch out, buddy. Short, sharp, little steps. Get your feet facing straight ahead. Short, sharp, little steps. Getting as low as you can and keep your shoulders up nice and tall. Force those shoulders up. Here we go. 5, 4, getting low, 2, 1, well done. Okay, next one is our crab thrusters. Okay, so come on down to the ground. We can have a little seated rest before we start our crabs. Now remember, in the top position, we want to try and have our knees over our ankles and our shoulders over our wrist. We want our bottom to squeeze and drive up. I'll come over here. And we want to try and have our bottom gently touch the ground. Ready, set, and go. Now, if you need to stop and have a rest, stop and sit this one out. Have a little rest. Take some big, deep breaths. And then come back in when you're ready. And do a couple of reps if you want to. Otherwise, you can just sit there and wait for the next round. We're driving that bottom up and down. You can move your feet around. They can be touching, they can be non-touching, and we're going to have a rest. Now, we've got our final exercise of our 30 seconds. Have a little sip of water, and then we're going to do our burpees. Okay, now I wanted to do push-ups. These guys wanted burpees. Let's go, team, as hard as we can, okay? Either do 1 rep, or go for all 30 seconds, or sit out and have a rest. It's up to you. Here we go. Ready? Nice and tall and straight. Burpees. Set and down and back and up and jump up nice and high. Down and back and up and jump up nice and high. If you want to make it harder, come all the way down. Put that chest on the ground. Jump those legs back up. Drive up nice and tall. We've got 12 seconds. Woo. Up and down. Stay with it. 3. Get 1 more in. And wowzers. That was a big session there. So Gwenny, come on over here. That is our session for today. So thanks for jumping in with my team here. We don't need much space. We've got a rug that's about 2.5 meters by about 2 meters long. Do the best you can. If you take nothing else away from this, then hop on down to the ground as often as you can and crawl using opposite hand and opposite foot to really help your brain and muscles get working. And we'll see you soon for another PrimalThenics session. Bye.